What's happening with it? This is Slink Johnson, a.k.a. Black Jesus, your Lord and Savior, and you're listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network. How you love that?
You are listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network, featuring Pod of Thrones and the Shiznit.
Look, this is for my old heads, young Jesus settle. Dino Red said he loves the intellect. Yes, he never hesitates. I can rap whatever, bro. I'm only in first gear, but still where you at. Living in the cold world full of that nonsense. Drug heads, teen moms, day-to-day violence. Fiends at the corner, panhandle for bottles. 12-year-olds running around with pistols and hollows. Fucks with my conscience, but still I do. I know right from wrong, but my decisions is stupid. My generation is crazy, and the media proof. Ignorance is bliss, and we a zillion flukes. And that's why I'm here. Old soul kicking brand new flavor in your ear. Rapper of the year.
This is the Red Rock Podcast Network. From Red Rock Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is the Shiznit. Now, put your hands together for the Shiznit.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Shiznit Show. I am your boy, your host, Dino Red, and I have with me, as always, my ride or dies, Miss Dejan Monique.
You already know. What's up, world?
And the myth, the man, the legend, Mr. Pip Lily.
Oh my goodness. Here we is.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, y'all, just before I have three things. Which one do you want to hear about first?
The Bootsy Party.
Okay, the Bootsy Party. Well, that was something else. First of all, I have to say it was kind of cool going there and hobnobbing with the celebs and all that stuff. Even though it wasn't a whole lot of celebrities there. A lot of them did not show up. There was a few, and it was pretty cool that the first person, as soon as I walked in, I didn't expect to know anybody. But as soon as I walk in, first person I see is Alonzo Williams.
Okay.
So give it up for Alonzo Williams. Alonzo Williams, if you guys who don't know, he is. Some people call him the Godfather of West Coast rap, or the Godfather of West Coast gangster rap, or something along those lines. But he was instrumental in the NWA getting there started and giving Dre his first break. He owned the club that Dre worked in. He also is a producer of the World Class Wrecking Crew,
right?
That's very famous here on the West Coast. So, and he in the movie NWA, he was portrayed, his character was portrayed, but this was the real life version of him.
Right.
And he's been on this show before, and I've known him for many years. He's written books, NWA, Not Without Alonzo.
Oh, wow.
So he's a cool guy, and he said, hey, it's time for me to come back. And I was like, yeah, come on, anytime. But so it was kind of cool. It felt good to actually see somebody I knew as soon as I walked in. I didn't expect for that to happen. But it was cool. They were out with the 70s attires and the whole, they looked good though. They looked good. It was an older crowd, obviously, because of Bootsy and whatnot. But they looked good. The sisters was wearing these little sparkly disco looking outfits and stuff with the afros. Oh, and this one sister was wearing a bikini.
What?
And yes, and she had like one and a half, like 2 pounds ass hanging out. I thought each cheek was probably at least a pound and a half.
Nice little rump.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice.
So,
it was nice. And it was just out there. And I was like, whoa.
Little meatloaf on this side.
Oh my God. Like, I'm not mad at you. But yeah, it was.
One biscuit, two biscuits.
Red
biscuit, blue biscuit.
Saw the bishop was there. He was looking fly in his green and gold, of course. And Queen was there. She looked really good.
I'm sure she did.
Oh yeah, she looked fabulous like always, very classy and whatnot. So,
and you met Bootsy?
We did meet Bootsy and we got to party with him a little bit on the dance floor and stuff, and it was cool. It was fun.
That's good.
It was a late night though for Dino, because Dino don't be going. It was a school night, had work the next day. I called in.
I ain't mad at you.
I didn't get to bed till after 1, so I was like,
after 1?
After 1, yeah.
That's not that late.
But before 2?
That's pretty late.
Yeah, before 2, but after 1, yeah. But I get up at 4.
Oh, that's true. I
I get up at 4.
I understand, but sometimes...
And I'm at work at 7.
The big deal also is you also have a child too.
Yes.
So you got a lot
I get her up
on.
and I have to make her lunch and all this stuff I'm talking about is before 6 o'clock.
Because I could actually, even if I had that schedule, I could actually get some sleep. I could figure out how to get up real quick, fast. Get a little slap a little water up on my face. Just like my hair is like, bam. I just put a rubber band on it. I'm out.
No, I don't
even have to wear underwear. I'll be good.
There was a time when I was, in the 20s and stuff. I would do stuff like that in college days or whatever. I'm too old for that shit now. Not only that, I got seniority and I got time. I got gang-o time on my job. So, I'm using it.
He like, I got sick days up the ass. I ain't tripping.
Literally.
I hate that they took the name Pipsy Hustle because that should have been my name.
Oh,
for real, because that's me.
That is you.
Yeah, I get up and I goes, but I can be out the bed and out the house in 15 minutes.
Oh my!
Wow,
yeah,
that's impressive.
Oh my God!
I mean,
I've been practicing since high school.
I can get out the house pretty fast too, but I still need because, like I said, I don't even sleep like I've always said on the show that I don't, sleep well, but I need the little bit of that I get because without. And another thing, I hate going on a little bit of sleep. I feel like every time I do that, I get sick. Every single time. Every single time I push it with not enough sleep, I get sick.
Your body, so it's like your body too much.
It's like my body can't handle it. It's like you didn't give me enough sleep to fight off this, all these diseases and stuff out here. So I'm just gonna give in.
That's probably why I can't shake this code. Because I just
you don't sleep enough?
Probably not. I haven't been since I started.
10 hours not enough for you?
You know what? Since I started cleaning, I've been working like a I don't want to say it like this, but I've been working like a slave, y'all. It's hard.
You ain't been working like no slave. You've been working like a domestic.
I know, right? I'm just working like a domestic. And it's hard. I don't know how domestics do it.
You're working like a Mexican.
Right. I don't know how y'all do it. My neighbor was outside hanging laundry today. I was walking past her. I was like, I don't even got time to talk to you. I'm tired. And she was like, oh, whatever. I'm like, no. But ever since I was young, I can never get dressed fast, no matter what. I was up at I swear you guys, 8:30, 8:45 this morning, and look at what I got on. And it took me all morning. I got on a head wrap and some leggings and some Adidas.
Oh, my God.
For real.
Yeah.
This is, I don't know. I don't know why.
And you're not a morning person, are you?
I'm not a morning person. I'm grouchy in the morning.
There you go. What I was saying before the show started.
I'm grouchy in the morning, and I don't want to, and I got to set 8 alarms. It's just, I don't know.
So I haven't done any daddy bragging in a minute.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to take a little minute here, a little piece of the show and brag about my baby. So she's always been a great student. Even before, she started preschool. She was already reading. We've been working with her since she was, not even a year old on her education and reading and all that kind of stuff. So she's been ahead of the game for a minute. She's kind of caught up now, so it's like the stuff that she's learning now isn't like stuff she already knew. So, but she's still doing well. She doesn't get on the honor roll every single semester anymore because they changed it. They upped it. We're talking in elementary school. My baby, she's in the 4th grade, right? And the honor roll, you have to have a 3.7.
Wow.
Yeah. In elementary?
In elementary, in order to get recognized.
Competitive. Good.
I'm
sorry. Yeah,
I feel like
I'm down for it.
I'm not. I feel like if a kid don't have a C, they got B's and above, then they should be on the honor roll. That's just the way I feel about it.
I don't know about that.
Raising the bar.
I don't know about that, even. That's a little lenient. But
That's not lenient.
But it's elementary school. What? How hard is it to get a 4.0? It's 1 plus 1.
Well, it depends on what the subject is.
1 times 1 and...
really? You think so?
When Columbus is...
You say that, but when I was in 1st grade...
Don't let me bring my daughter's homework down here and embarrass you.
Please don't. I'm not ready for that.
When
don't let me do that.
Really early, 1st grade, I believe it was. You had to do the 100 simple addition question and 100 simple subtraction questions in under 60 seconds. I don't know if you had to do this, but you had to do this in my time and when I was going to school.
You call them speed drills.
Yes, and everyone in the class had to do it. I was the last person in my class to get either one of those tests. When I say the last person, I mean not a couple of days after everybody else. Weeks after everybody else. Now I'll tell you what, though, I know some science shit. I know some historical shit.
Oh damn!
I'm well read, but math, no. So some subjects are harder for some children.
I guess that's true.
So anyway, typically it's a B or above, especially in elementary school, to get on the honor roll. And hers, I think it was a 3.5, which is still even higher than the average. but now it's 3.7, which is like basically you need A-. Actually, I don't know. Anyway, her report card came home, and that's bad. That's bad. I think kids need to be recognized for more than that. That's a lot. So anyway, she got a lot of A's. I didn't count them, and a few B's, but she got like a really good report card, and so I'm really proud of her. And especially because the part that she struggled in hasn't been the academics, but the citizenship part of it and the interpersonal relationships and all that type of stuff. But now she's getting A's and B's and all of that stuff too.
Awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Although that's one thing, like how do you judge a child on socialization skills? How do you give them a grade on that?
That's crazy. I'm really happy for her, though.
Yeah.
She made the honor roll?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm not sure if she made it or not, but I'm proud of her.
I'm very proud of her.
She's on it. I mean, in my opinion, she deserves it whether she gets it or not.
Right.
So I'm very proud of her. And like I said, before they raised it to 3.7, she was on it every single semester.
Time.
But yeah, now that it's 3.7, I don't know. But she might have actually made it this time.
Oh,
so it's been
I'm really happy.
It's been a couple semesters since they upped it or whatever. But yeah.
All right, you got the right to brag.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I know.
Definitely do.
My baby, please.
Because there's some people who can't even get their kids perfect attendance award, let alone honor roll and this and that. So,
well, that's because some people
bad.
brag on their kids like, oh, my baby got good hair.
Oh, wait, though.
Like, your baby can't read.
Because that's all they got.
Right? Your baby can't read.
See, it's so hard being a parent of a kid that's, and I know, don't get me wrong, I already know that there's kids out there who are on the same age as my kid and younger doing more and have achieved great or whatever. So everything is relative. But try being, listening to somebody brag about their kid and their achievements are like way below your kids.
Right.
And like not being like, oh, but my kid, you just be like, congratulations and just move on and just leave it that. Because like that's what you got to do. Otherwise you an asshole.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
crazy though.
My kid been spelling cat since they was 7.
Right. Like what? What?
What is your baby 9? Girl.
My baby was like, we were at the vet. We took Casper to the vet, and she was 4 years old, and she was reading flyers on the.
Aww.
And they were like, "How old is she? What?"
Yeah.
Like at first, all the attention was on Casper because he was like cute. He was a little puppy and running around and all white and cute and stuff. And then Danya started reading off the bulletin board, and then all the attention left Casper and shipped to
Like,
Danya.
wait a minute, is that baby reading? Aw, that is so special. That's really good though that you work with her and she's doing really well.
Yeah, my wife,
really
she's worked really hard with her, and I do too as well when I get home and in the summers and all that. And
that's good.
In the summer, she has like people they laugh at me and they tease me and they say that I'm like super hard, strict or whatever because I like have a regimen for her in the summertime or whatever. But exactly because there's a lot of freaking time for a kid
to forget.
And not only there's just so much time that she has plenty of time to do some schoolwork and still plenty of time to play.
Yeah.
I mean, plenty.
And stay a little ahead. Stay ahead a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
And retain what she's got. Yeah. So why just let her just play 20, and just waste all that time? It's just ridiculous. So
that's easy for me to say because when my summers when I was a kid, those were the best ever. You didn't have to do anything. You could just leave your grandma's house and go outside all day long with your cousins and go everywhere, and you can and you didn't have to be supervised, and because the neighbors was looking anyway because they were nosy, and everybody knew what you was doing, but you got to do what you wanted.
Anyway, I love the summertime. My mom was already lenient, so my
mother was not, but my cousin's mom were, and I hung out with them.
Going over there, yeah. My grandma at my grandma's house, she would get my cousins and me and my sisters. We had pretty much every damn day. So she had a pool in her building, so we just lived it up.
Now I read because I wanted to read. So there.
Yeah. Well, you guys know we have a guest today, TajaVSimpson, the one and only. But before we bring her in, we need to talk about our movie night.
Okay.
And I need to know, like, what is this? I know you got some kind of off-the-wall diet thing or whatever. What's going on with your diet? What is it, first of all?
I don't like to be that person that's like...
But you are that person. And not only that, not only are you that person, that person, which is you, was the first one talking about, yeah, movie night and food. Ain't nobody else. Everybody else eats anything. Ain't nobody says shit about food, but the picky person is always the one that wants to have all the food. Wants to have somebody cooking for them.
Have you ever seen When Harry Met Sally?
Oh
my God, it's been years. I saw it, but I haven't.
You remember how she ordered stuff like I want the ham salad, but if it has mustard in it, then I don't want it. I want the potato salad.